None of us start as experts. When trying something new, many people may feel like a novice. There's always a learning curve to the things we pursue, whether for passion or profession. That same rule applies to your journey toward becoming a wine connoisseur. With the information included in this video, you can apply your new knowledge of wine for finding a gift for a friend or even the perfect food pairing. Are you feeling excited about this possibility? In this video, we'll explain everything about wine every beginner should know. Some people shy away from drinking wine, thinking it's too fancy for them. But the truth is, wine can be enjoyed by all. No matter the level of understanding, we all know what tastes good and what doesn't. Using that as your starting point is all you need to enjoy a glass of your very own wine. Fortunately, there are only a few basic techniques to learn, as well as some common wine knowledge. First, you need to know what is wine exactly. Wine is an alcoholic beverage made with the fermented juice of grapes. Technically, any fruit is capable of being used for wine, but if it just says wine on the label, then it's made with grapes. There are 5 different types of wine: red wine, white wine, rose wine, dessert wine, and sparkling wine. You probably don't need any help recognizing these wines. They look different and they certainly taste different as well, but it's worth your while to understand why these types of wine look and taste so different. Remember the word tannin and what it means, because wine people talk about tannins a lot. So, what are tannins? Tannins are a naturally occurring substance in grapes and other fruits and plants. The taste of tannin is often described as bitter, causing a dry and puckery feeling in the mouth. Tannins end up in your wine when the vintner allows the skins to sit in the grape juice as it ferments. This is also how wine gets its color. Fun fact, you can get a white wine from a red grape by removing the skins from the juice immediately. All the color comes from the skins, even red grapes are white inside. Next is how to taste wine like a pro. Simply give wine a good sniff. The ability to sniff out and untangle the subtle threads that weave into complex wine aromas is essential for tasting. Your nose is the key to your palate. Try holding your nose while you swallow a mouthful of wine, you will find that most of the flavor is muted. Once you learn how to give wine a good sniff, you'll begin to develop the ability to isolate flavors, to notice the way they unfold and interact, and, to some degree, assign language to describe them. There are some common tastes to describe. Acidity. Acidity is a big deal for white wines, and it makes them refreshing and crisp. Tannin. It's all about the tannins for red wine. High tannin wines are astringent, maybe even bitter and inky. Lower tannin wines are smooth and soft, and depending on your tastes, more drinkable. The last one is sweetness. Depending on what style of wine you drink, sweetness in wine ranges from having no sugar to sweet like maple syrup. The term dry refers to a bottle of wine without sweetness. Does this information make you confused and don't know which starter wine should you buy? Well, it's best to start simple so you can isolate what you're tasting and what it is about a wine that you like or dislike. Here's a quick rundown that might help you decide. Popular white wines: Chardonnay, Pinot Grigio, Riesling, Moscato, Sauvignon Blanc. Popular red wines: Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Pinot Noir, Zinfandel. To recap, we learned about the process of making wine, as well as the different classifications within. Also, we talked about tannins and how important they are on affecting the tastes of each wine. Experimenting with the different flavor profiles of wine can help you to find the best wine suited for you. If you plan on buying or tasting wine, make sure to check your state's legal drinking age, and always remember to never drink and drive. Thank you for listening.